A very common operation that we execute when we are working with our datasets is creating subsets of the data. For example, if we have some data frame or table with some hundreds of observations, we may want to extract only a subset of the rows, for example, those that meet some condition. For example, here we have variables like mass per gallon, that is numeric, some cylinders variable that is a factor. So we could create a small data set that meet some conditions. In that case, we will be using a function called filter. Again, in the syntax, we ask us to use first the name of the dataset as the first input, and then we will type the conditions to be met. We could use here the pipe operator or the native R operator to send this object as the first input to the function on the right of the pipe. Then, well, the main goal of this filter operation is to find those rows of all observations that meet conditions. So, for example, here, if we have this variable mpg, we could try to find those, well, in this case, car models where mpg is greater than, let's say, 30. If we run this, we will see that we are obtaining a table with 83 rows. So out of the 392 observations, only 83 of them meet this condition. Here we could, for example, add another filter operation and then insert the condition there, but we can also do that inside the filter function, so we don't have to do it again. So let's say that we want to find those cars that have mpg greater than 30 and where the number of cylinders is equal to, let's say, 5. Here note that we are using this variable which is a factor and where the labels are, well, typed with quotes. In this case, for example, there is only one car model that meets both conditions. So this car model has an mpg greater than 30 and number of cylinders equal to 5. So that way we can extract well, observations that meet one or more conditions. Here we could use the AND operator, which will ask R to select those rows that meet both conditions. So this AND works for both conditions. Alternatively, if our objective is to extract observations that meet either one condition or the other, then we would use this vertical bar, which is the OR operator. So here, if we run this, we get instead 85 operations. So because here we are finding observations that either meet the condition of mpg greater than 30 or cylinders being equal to 5. Again, we could, well, to make this selection permanent, we could create a subset of the data frame where, well, we are meeting those two conditions, either one, in this case either one or the other. So we can run that and we will be creating this new data set.